Some people are lepers, spiritual lepers. Remember the story of Miriam in the Bible? Miriam and Aaron came together to talk against Moses, and she was struck with leprosy. She was kept outside the camp. Some so-called Christians are lepers in church. People who the only thing they do in church is to talk against their pastor. If for any reason you attend the church and for any reason you feel like you're no longer comfortable with the man of God in charge of that church, you don't like the way he preaches, you don't like this, you don't like that, you don't like this, you don't like so many things about him, please go to another church. Stop bringing curse upon your head. Go and ask Miriam in the Bible. And the leper will be kept outside the camp. They are outside the camp spiritually. That is why when the blessings of God comes upon the church, it will, as it coming close to them, it's just the right thing, unclean, leper, over the bar. It will just pass them by. What they do in church is to report their pastor. Petition writers. They are always forming a meeting, having a gathering to talk against their pastor, talk against his message, talk about his preaching, talk about his dressing. He's not doing this, he's not doing that, he's not addressing the elders well, he's a small boy, he's not treating the elders well, he's not recognizing us in this church. That is what they do in church. Spiritual lepers. That is what they are. That is why when the blessings of God comes upon the church, it doesn't get to them because they are already marked unclean. If you're one of those who talk down on your pastor, your man of God, if you're one of those who talk down on the spiritual authority, because the angel of the Lord, they understand authority. You don't have a covering over your head if you're always talking against your spiritual covering. If you're always talking against your pastor, you don't have a covering over your head. Ahithophel in church, giving bad counsel, always having something to talk against your pastor, ganging up members against your pastor. If you're one of them, you have to change. First of all, you're not the one who called him into ministry. Secondly, you're not the one who kept him there. And thirdly, he's anointed of God. If he releases any, it doesn't even need to curse you. It doesn't even need to curse you. By bringing pain to your pastor, he really cursed. Moses didn't have to curse Miriam. Or he was even interceding for her. He didn't have to curse her. But God saw what she was doing. And God decided to make her a leper. If you're here, if you're one of those who talk bad about your pastor, the only thing you do is to talk evil against your pastor, say things about him, gang up members against him, write petitions against him. Okay, you're already a leper. You need to go and meet Jesus Christ to make you clean. You have to go back to God and repent and say, God, please make me clean. Because that is how the blessings of God will be flying in. Because unknown to you spiritually, you are unclean and you are outside the camp. Shalom.